Hey you guys, what is up? It's your boy Jvanity. I'm finally back with a goddamn video. I know it's been a minute, but you know, stuff happens in life. But anyways, you guys, enough of that. I am back at you with this bronzy halo smoky eye. And shout out to Colourpop and Karen, iluvsarahii. We will be using your collab. And shout out to my fiance, Michael. I'll leave his link page listed down below. Sorry, that was a tongue twister. He got me this, so we will be using this in today's video. So remember, you guys, thank you for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, what's good and not bringing your friend's nasty personality and just bringing a blending brush. So let's get into this video. Enough time talking, like let's cut the bullshit and let's grab a drink and get into it in 3, 2, 1. Alright you guys, let's get into this video. As you can see, it's this very bronzy, chocolatey, warm look that we have going on today. We're bringing the drama, we're bringing you the goodness, we're bringing you the fleekness, whatever you want to call it nowadays. We're bringing it to you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I've already done my face and prepped my eye with some Tarte Shape Tape and light and set it with some Kat Von D translucent powder. And the palette we're going to be using today, guys, is the Colourpop and iluvsarahii collab. This is in Chic-y. They did revamp their packaging. It was a little different, so yours may look a little different if you have the older packaging. But still the same great colors. This is my first time using it. I've used it on this eye. And yeah, as you can see, it, you know, definitely did its thing. You'll see my thoughts and feels on it as we go through the feels of this video. But to get you guys started, there are 4 shades. There are, I believe, 3 matte shades and 1 shimmer. The 3 matte shades are these 3 here. Your bone white with a little bit of a pinky undertone. This is in the shade Distress. And then right next to it, as you know, Colourpop's formula is very creamy, buttery consistency. This is going to be in the shade Vivacious. This is a super beautiful look, and I'm going to show you guys this, swatch this one for you. Actually, it's super creamy. Like, I'm not spraying anything on my finger. This is straight from the pan to my finger. Let me swatch it right here. Like, there's no need for any type of MAC Fix Plus. There's no need for any type of, like, you know, wetness to go onto your brush to make this, like, activate. You can put it straight on your eye, or of course you can use it wet to intensify it, depending on what you want. But you guys, that's the one I did want to show you. The rest, this one, Freckles, here is a super warm tone. Beautiful color for the transition. And also another one here, the darker tone one in the palette, this very brown, it kind of has like a little bit, it looks like of a purple undertone. It's called Noche, which means night in Spanish. So you get all these shades for, I believe, like 12 bucks. You can pick them up on the Colourpop website. I'm too sure if Sephora carries any of like Colourpop's collabs, but you can check. They may or may not. I'm not too sure. I haven't checked on that. This is a Morphe. This is going to be an R37. It looks something like that. We're going to go ahead and go into the first shade here for our transition, which is going to be this color here, Freckles, which is going to be this warmer, like saddle type of color, I guess you could call it. I don't know. It's very beautiful. But we're going to go ahead and place that into the transition, or into the crease here. This is our transition shade. So we're going to lightly just press that into the corner of our crease and just start to work our way in with circular motions, not applying too much product. We're just working that in. And we are doing a halo eye, so as you bring it into the inner corner of the eye and drag it down, I apply the least amount of pressure. And then still with those motions. And as you can see, like, I hold my brush at the very tip of the end of the brush, because if you hold it really close like this, you're going to apply way too much pressure and put too much pigment, and it's going to give you a way harder time to blend out your colors. So I like to hold the brush like this at the very end with like a light amount of pressure, and I still go in and I would blend just to make sure that everything is soft and airbrush looking and seamless and no harsh lines. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just dip in with a little more Freckles and just repeat the same step, because I do want to have like a good gradient going on. So I just want to intensify that color just a little more. So tap off any extra you may find or see here. Okay, perfect. So now that we have that looking pretty cute, we're gonna go ahead and go now, and this is with the Wet n Wild. It's just like a flat, like packing type of brush. We're gonna go in with that deep tone that's in the palette Noche that I showed you guys a little earlier, this shade here. We're gonna go ahead and dip into that, tap off any extra that is on the brush. I like to go ahead and with packing, I like to just pack that here. This is where I want most of the color. And as you can see, that is looking pretty cute. And what I like to do just to make sure that edge is blown out, going back in with that Morphe R37 with no extra product. We're just going to go over that harsh line here. Well, it's not really harsh, but it's harsh for my liking. And I'm just gently with the tips of the brush just going over that edge. Just doing little motions here and circular motions just to make sure that everything is blended out nicely. Okay, so now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and take an even smaller brush because we're going to pack some of that same Noche color in the inner corner because we are going to want that halo effect. So we're going to go ahead and take another, this is a Wet n Wild, little even smaller flat packing brush. I like to use this for the inner corner. And I'll go ahead and just place that there. Dragging it in ever so lightly. Okay, so now that we have that going on, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and just put down some translucent powder on our lower lash, on our lower here, just so in case we do have any fallout that from the glitter we're going to use in a bit, that we can guarantee that none will transfer onto our foundation. So we're going to go ahead and just take a little on a beauty sponge here, just a little, and we're going to go ahead and place that here. Okay, so we have that laid down for our glitter. So what we're going to do now, before we even place down the glitter, with not wetting the product, with just, you know, straight from the pan, we're going to go ahead with that shimmer shade that I showed you earlier, this one here. Go ahead and go, you can see my finger is clean. Go ahead and just swap that on. Bam. Place that down. And I just like to use like a stamping, patting type of motion. I mean, this color is going to get covered up by the glitter right now, but it is okay. As you can see, if you wanted to, you guys, you could definitely leave the look like this. I mean, it's a beautiful color, but you can wear on its own, so you could definitely do it like this. But you know me, we are a little extra here on this channel, so we're just gonna give it to you. I just thought this would be a good base to just keep the whole like pinky type of feel peek through just a little bit from the gold that we're gonna place on top, just to make sure that it is staying, you know, like I wanted to create a unique color. I just didn't want to use bronze. I wanted to do like a pinky rose gold bronze, if that even exists. In my mind it does, so that's what I created. We're going to go ahead and take our glitter glue from NYX. It looks something like this. I'm going to go ahead and just place a little on the back of my hand. Literally like that. And this is just like a synthetic brush from Michaels that I use. I go ahead and I just put some of that glue on the back of the brush. And I just put like a good thin layer, and I'll go ahead and I'll stamp it right on top of that shimmer shade we just laid down. So what we're going to do now with my finger, I'm going to go ahead and just press into the glitter we have here. I just put it in the cap, and it literally looks like that. And I'll just stamp it onto my eye. Look how pretty that is, you guys. Like, oh, yes, perfect. Okay, so now that we have that down, what I like to do is I like to go back in with that Wet n Wild flat packing brush and take some more noche on the brush, top off the extra, and I kind of like to pack it back on to the eye, over that edge of the glitter, just to make sure that it is blending in nicely, and I just like to sweep it back and forth. And we'll go ahead and just take it over the edge of that glitter, creating that definition. You guys, I am so sorry about the sniffles. As you can tell, my allergies are like going crazy. Ooh, yes, and as you can see, you have that halo effect. So let me go ahead and just keep like blowing out this brown, just diffusing it even more. Alright, you guys, what do you think? You're like, ooh, how are you, Miss Madame? And just to even add a little more zing, I'm going to go in with the Revlon-Photo Ready. This is in Desert Sands, I believe. Desert Dazzle, my apologies. And take the little applicator from the glitter side, and I literally just put some on the very center. Ooh, that is cute. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and dust this off. Take this little, like, just a little mermaid brush. So cute, I got this for Christmas. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my liner off camera and also curl my lashes and put on some mascara, and I'll be back to do my lower lash line. Alright, you guys, I went ahead and threw on some lashes, like I said, and I did my liner. I did the e.l.f. liquid liner in plain black. And mascara, I went ahead and used the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot collab with Shayla. I just threw on some lashes there. And now we're going to go ahead and smoke out the lower lash line. We are going to go ahead and I just put on, it was the NYX Black Bean pencil, like this, the jumbo pencil. I just put that on my lower lash line. And since it is more of a cream product, we're going to go ahead and just set that. And we're also going to blow out the lower lash line. I'm going to use with the palette again. We're going to go in with Noche. And we're going to go ahead and go in with an e.l.f. flat brush. This is just going to go ahead and set that cream liner just to make sure it doesn't smudge. I'll go ahead and just put that eyeshadow shade on top of that NYX pencil just to make sure that it is set and it doesn't move throughout the night. And kind of what I like to do with that is now I like to just drag out that black a little bit with whatever is on the brush. And we're just going to go ahead and smudge this out. Just to blow it out, we are going to take a little brush here. I think this is a little Smashbox one. Just a little brush. And we're going to go ahead and go in with that shade Freckles on here. And we're just going to blow out that black even more just to make sure that it does blend in with the top of the eye. And everything is looking cohesive. And everything matches up. So like I said, we're just going to keep blending and blending this until we get a good gradient and smoky feel under this eye. This brush is good for this because like it's small, but it's still precise that it lets you just blend out any little areas that you may need, especially this inner corner. So we're going to go ahead and blend that out, and as you can see, that creates that beautiful just smokiness. And I'm just going with a little more freckles just to diffuse that black even more, just on the edges. Lately I've been liking like a really smoked out lower lash line and more simpler kind of up top. Like, I don't know, I like the whole just switch on it, because usually you do a lot of drama up top and keep the lower lash line a little more simple, but I like to flip it. So with this one, as you can see, we went ahead and smoked out that color and it is looking pretty cute. So all we need to do now that we have the eyes complete, is one last step is I like to, of course, just highlight one more time, especially under my brow bone. And what I'm going to use for that is, of course, the Artist Couture Coco Bling Diamond Glow. So we're going to go ahead and take a little here just from the thing. I don't really pour much out because whatever's left laying around is more than enough. Just a little goes a long way. So go ahead and take that, and I'm going to place it on the center of my nose, on the inner corners of my eye here to add some pop for a highlight. Because even though we have the glitter, we still want to make sure the inner corner is not forgotten about. So just place a little of that. Mark that down here. So now we're going to go ahead and take that Morphe, this is the R36 brush. We're going to go ahead and just dip into a little bit of that Diamond Glow powder just to make sure your pussy is extra wet because no one likes a dry pussy. So we're going to go ahead and just sweep that there. Let them know, bitch, I'm here to play and take your man and possibly your welfare check. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just put that on the tops of the cheeks, just completing the look. And then with a little packing brush here that I use for the nose, I'm going to go ahead and put a little more of that Diamond Glow powder just on the tip. And I like to run that right under the my brow bone, right on the arch. That's where it's going to bring in the most, like, attention. Sorry, I had a blonde moment. So I just like to put it in the center and kind of drag it down because I don't like to put it everywhere because then that's just gonna, I feel like, makes your brow look sad. Like, oh, what's wrong with her? Yeast infection? Ew. We are almost done with this look. We have that done. Let's move on to lips and then we're done. Everyone wants some good juicy DSLs. So what we're going to use today, this is a little sample that I got from Sephora a few weeks ago. This is the Tarte like little lipstick. This is in the shade Beach Babe. I've been loving this one lately. So I went ahead and lined my lips already with just like one of those invisible liners. Is it from Maybelline? CoverGirl. It's like an invisible liner. I don't have it around me, but I did use it earlier because while my fiance was gone, I used it. I don't know where I put it, somewhere in his bag, but I lined my lips with that, and that's just going to make sure there's no bleeding or anything like that. And this formula is really comfortable, so you can wear it for like picnics, orgies, mandingo parties, PTA meetings. So now what we're going to do, just to complete that, to just keep the whole Colourpop collection complete, we are going to finalize the lip and finish it off with the iluvsarahii Ultra Glossy Lip. This is her latest collab, lip-wise, I believe, and this is in the shade Atole. I'm not too sure what atole is, but I'm pretty sure like there's a meaning out there, and like Karen does explain that, probably on her channel. Check that out. But this one is very pretty. As you can see, it's kind of like has like a gold like glitter in it. It's very like nude when you put it on. I have swatched it. Let me show you guys. But it has like a gold shift to it, which is really cool. And since we are very like, you know, those tones in the eyes, I thought this would work perfectly with the lip just to keep everything like kind of in the same family. And as you can see, like, it is a very pretty nude, but it does have that gold shift like in the nude family, but it has a little twist. So if you're looking for a nude lip that has a little pizzazz, a little pop, a little something extra, then this may be your girl. So go ahead and check her out, also on the Colourpop Cosmetics website. So we're going to go ahead and pop this. And what I like to do with glosses, I don't like to put them everywhere. I like to just keep the like focus on the center of the lip. So we're going to go ahead and just pop that in the middle. And there you guys go. Alright, you guys, I think that completes the look. Like, this is very what I've been into lately, like just drama. Like, bitch, do you see that wing? Do you see that glitter? Bitch, I can cut someone with that wing. Do you see it? Beautiful. I had an amazing time just catching up with you guys, just getting this look out there. I hope you guys really like it, like I said. Definitely send me ideas. All my social media will be linked. So send me ideas that you guys have maybe for upcoming videos or anything like that, and I am going to try to like switch it up. I think I'm going to do some challenge videos. Once again, thank you guys all for watching. Remember to click the subscribe, share and like it out there for everyone, and also make sure to click the notification bell now to know when I do upload. But once again, you guys, thank you. You guys have been amazing. I hope you like this look, and remember, keep it cute, keep it poppin', and keep it fresh, and always be that boss. Later.